So why have I titled this video Getting Value? Well, the simple answer is if you don't gain improvement from your lag shot, if you don't become a better golfer with better swing habits, you didn't get any value out of it. Now, I've been teaching golf for over 30 years full time. I've been lucky enough to be around some of the game's top teachers, certainly, and some of the game's top players. I've even played professionally myself at a relatively low level, but nonetheless, I've seen what works and what doesn't. People, golfers, especially people taking lessons or buying products for that matter, they always want something. I can get something in my hand or put something on my arm or some tip from a golf instructor. If I hear those words and I think about that, I'm suddenly going to get better. It doesn't generally work that way. I'm going to share with you in this video a little bit of a concept that is so important. Again, I've picked this up over 30 years. I've proven this to be true. If you can work on this mental concept, you'll really see value. So let's get started. So what is this important secret? Well, certainly you have to know what you're trying to do with your golf swing. Lag shot's going to help you with that, with giving you certain specific feels that we'll get into through this video series. So certainly you have to have some direction. You have to know what you're trying to do. Not saying 10 swing thoughts, I'm just saying some sort of a priority. But once you've rehearsed it, once you know what you're trying to do, once you've had some tries at it to get a feel for it, the key when you hit the ball is not thinking the right thoughts. The key is awareness. So what do I mean by awareness? Well, it's the ability to take your conscious mind that's always doing or thinking of something, unless you're asleep, and being able to put it somewhere to see what's going on. Now, as an example, I don't know where you are, you're at your house or whatever, but think about one of your 2 feet, or both feet if you like. Can you feel as you sit there or stand there, as you put your attention there, can you feel what your feet feel like inside your shoes or your slippers or on the ground if you have bare feet? Just notice that, how that feels. Now, your feet have been there throughout the beginning of this whole video. You're just not aware of it because you're thinking of other things, the lag shot, whatever I'm saying, etc. So it's being able to put your attention in an area so that you get feedback. That's not what I see a lot of when I try to teach people golf all day long, though. What I see, for instance, let's say the golfer's working on getting the club on a certain plane, regular golf club, and they rehearse it very nicely a few times, then they get over the ball and whack, it's in a completely different sort of a position, and they don't know it. They think, oh, did I do it? Did I do it? And then they see the film and they see it's completely different to their practice swing. Well, what does that tell you? That tells you that in the critical moment of hitting it, they were so jazzed up about what they were thinking and trying to hit the ball, they had no sense of where that club was in that critical moment, even though that's what they were working on allegedly. Okay, let's look at some tangible ways you can improve the ability to put your attention and have quality attention in an area of your swing. Swings don't take very long, about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. There's a lot going on. There's the distraction of the ball, the outcome. Can you learn to keep it in an area? The best way to start practicing that, and this is really lag shot aside right now, but it's going to help you with the lag shot. Again, I'm telling you, 30 years of experience, this stuff is really critical if you really want to enjoy your golf experience and improve as a golfer. The best way to start is what I learned from Fred Shoemaker, a great teacher out west there who wrote a couple of books, Extraordinary Golf and Extraordinary Putting. Practice by just putting your attention somewhere, but put it somewhere that's physical. That is to say, practice hitting some shots. Talked about your feet inside your shoes. Can you hit a golf shot and can you throughout it just notice what your feet feel like in there? Keep your attention there. 2 seconds is all you're asking for. You'd think that would be easy. It's not so easy though. Or it could be the warmth of the sunlight on your face, the breeze on the back of your neck, you know, maybe how your shirt collar feels against your neck. Those are real tangible things. They're not swing thoughts. And once you've had the success where you can say to yourself, okay, sure, I noticed a few things. I noticed contact was a little fat or whatever, but I was able to just quietly keep my attention in that area. You are really improving in this part of your game. It's something you'll have to come back to. I haven't mastered it yet. I'm much better at it than I used to be, though. It makes a huge difference because, you know, a training aid only has value if it helps you learn a particular part of your swing. And you have to be able to keep your attention there to pick up what's going on. Now, this has several values. We're going to stick with lag. So let me just show you something on the computer with my swing. Then we'll come back out and we'll work a little bit more on this. So there I am hitting my 7-iron. There's the transition. Pretty good lag. Let's get me in that same spot with the lag shot. maybe left arm about parallel to the ground. Obviously a big difference. Now some of that is accounted for by all the bending of the shaft, but the weight of the shaft and the way it bends has caused, without question, a significantly more acute angle there in my wrists. The key is, I mean, it's subtle, but it's definitely different. And it's not just the angle, it's the feeling of the delay and lag of the golf club that's helping cause the angle. The key is, can I notice that difference as I swing? Can I start to feel the difference between my club and the lag shot? And when I train, bring them closer together. Felt like a pretty good swing there. So now you've had some time, or perhaps you haven't, you're watching the video, but once you've had some time to train yourself so that you can quiet your mind and put your attention in a particular area. We talked about the way your feet feel inside your shoes, your shirt collar on your neck, could be just the sparkle of the sunlight on the golf ball. Once you're good at that, now you want to take that skill, the skill of quieting your mind and paying attention to something while you hit. Put it where you want to put it. In this case, we're talking about lag. So I want to hit some shots with this club. I want to just notice what I feel up there. I know the club's helping me do it, so I know I'm getting a good reference here. Practice swing shots. Then I get my golf club, my regular 7-iron. Now it's a little bit lighter and it's obviously not as flexible. Take a few practice swings, and again, instead of thinking about what to do, you know what you're trying to do. You're trying to feel that lag. Notice what's actually happening. Quiet your mind. Use that discipline you've learned with those other exercises. Put it in this area. It's like a light going on inside a room. You can start to notice differences, too much thrust, too much width, etc. And back and forth from the lag shot club for a few swings back to yours. You will really get value out of this training aid if you can discipline your mind and quiet it down. Get this feedback.